Top 4 Best First Date Ideas. I'm going to get right to the point. Guys overthink when it comes to choosing places for a casual date, when in reality, this shit is not that complicated. I'm going to keep this video short, simple, and to the point. No fluff. Here we go. Number 1. Bubble tea. Now, if you don't know what bubble tea is, it's basically like a smoothie that's mixed with tea and fruits and shit that tastes delicious. And I'm not even recommending it as a date idea because it tastes amazing. I'm suggesting it because bitches love bubble tea. Every girl I offer to get bubble tea with immediately tells me how much they love bubble tea, and it makes them a lot more likely to say yes to your invitation. You guys know I try a lot of shit out, and I'm constantly experimenting, so trust me when I say this. Literally, the past 3 dates I've been on have been bubble tea dates. And they've all went smoothly because it's a dope casual setting. Don't believe me? Here's a screenshot from a recent text conversation I had with a girl who I went on this exact date with. Number 2. The Planetarium or Museum. A friend of mine recently recommended this to me since he had taken a girl to the Planetarium and said it was a really fun date. You know me. I immediately tried that shit out, and goddamn, this was one of the best locations to take a girl on dates. 1. It's super cheap since most museums and planetariums don't have a cover charge. They work off donations and you typically only have to donate a few dollars at the door to get in. 2. There's so much shit going on from the people around you and the exhibits on display, and it makes it so easy to keep the conversation flowing and natural since there's so much stuff to comment on. It's a lot easier and more casual than sitting down for dinner or something like that because you're constantly moving around and looking at things, so you don't always feel like you have to be talking nonstop. Also, it's always best to go on active dates where you move around a lot since it makes your date more memorable and makes the girl think more about you. So walking around a big-ass museum with tons of shit to learn all around you guys is a perfect date for achieving that effect. This is also a good idea because even if the date turns out to be whack, you're still surrounded by cool shit to learn about, so you'll at least have fun seeing and learning about all the cool exhibits and shit in the museum. Bonus tip. This is a good place to take artsy girls who are less basic. So this way, they'll think you're smart and sophisticated even if you're not. If the girl seems like she's smart, you can even cheat the night before and look up the exhibits that they have on display beforehand. So when you see them on your date, you can explain them to her and look like a genius. Boom! You're welcome. Now, since these are all casual dates, you don't want to overdress and look like a tryhard. You want to keep it cool and simple while still showing you're not a basic-ass dude with no style. And an easy way to do this for your date outfits is to wear a sleek, simple watch, like the ones from our sponsor, Movement. Movement makes high-quality watches that are super clean, minimalistic, and perfect for wearing on casual dates because they'll tie your outfit together perfectly without looking like you're trying too hard to impress the girl. It's a subtle yet dope fashion statement that matches well with a ton of different outfits. Some of my personal favorites from their site are the Patriot, the Gunmetal Sandstone, which is the one I actually wore on my past 3 dates, the White Gold, and the Slate watch. The watches start at just $95, which is super cheap, and exactly the reason why now is the perfect time to step up your watch game. Or gift one to somebody who needs to step up their watch game. Plus, you get 10% off when you use my link and code that I'll have at the top of the description. Number 3. Ice cream or frozen yogurt date. This is an easy one. Who doesn't like ice cream? Well, unless you're a vegan. Then frozen yogurt is a perfect option too, because most places offer vegan frozen yogurt. So, if you or the girl have dietary limitations, this is a good option for a super cheap casual date. This is also a good option if it's a nice day out, because then you can easily go for a walk afterwards and extend the date longer if it seems to be going well. And like I said before, the more you do with a girl on a date, the more memorable it is and the more she'll like you. Super casual shit like going for ice cream, coffee, yogurt, whatever, is always a really good option because it's really non-committal and easy to get out of if the date starts to go downhill, which is good. Because if she sees it as less of a huge commitment, she's more likely to say yes to it, since it's such a simple thing and not too intimidating like a traditional dinner date is. The number one reason girls reject your offer to go on a date or hang out is because they're just not sure if you're worth their time. So offering a super short and super casual time commitment like this is always a good option for a first date, to build rapport with a girl and get her to see you are worth her time. Number 4. Movie date. This is another really obvious one, but let me explain why this is such a good casual date. 1. If a really cool movie is coming out like The Avengers, The Hunger Games, or Superman, or some shit like that everyone is hyped up to see, then she'll be likely to say yes because it's something she already wants to do anyway. Number 2, it minimizes the risk of it being a shitty date for her since she's seeing a movie she wanted to watch. And 3, even if she turns out to be boring, crazy, weird, or you're just not feeling her, then you still get to watch a badass movie anyway. One tip about movies: you either want to A, pick her up and drive there together, or B, make sure you have another activity planned before or after the movie. Personally, I like to do one really fun thing, such as a frozen yogurt date, and then go to the movies the same day. This way, you guys are already hitting it off and she's having fun and into you. And then you go into the movie and relax, put your arm around her and, well, you know the rest. And that's it. If you want to get a dope movement watch, then be sure to check out my link in the description to get 10% off your order. These watches are perfect for all your casual dates and will definitely increase your chances of having success on them, just like I do. And always remember, bitches love bubble tea.